So picking up where we left off in the last video, we've got our virtually empty arachnids knowledge base here with nothing on the taxa tab or the characters tab, values tab, media tab, etc. But we have kept these copies of the biscuits, characters and values and media just for reference to help us get an idea of the kind of values that are valid. So I'm going to start by populating the taxa that I want to consider in this tiny little knowledge base. They're just the main groups of arachnids that we find in the UK. So it's spiders, harvestmen, pseudoscorpions, scorpions, and mites and ticks. And I'm going to have another column up here, and I'm going to call this one scientific. And this will just store the scientific names for these groups. So Araninae, Piliones, Pseudoscorpiones, Scorpiones, there we go, and Acari will do. That's not a morphological character, but it's something which I think is of interest to people that are using the visualizations. And I'm going to put the first morphological character in, and I'm going to call it segmentation. And this describes the segmentation of the body parts. Now that's not immediately meaningful to a user, but that's not what they'll see, and we'll come on to that in a minute. So basically spiders have no visible segmentation. Harvestmen are tricky because sometimes you can make out some segmentation. So I'm going to put yes or no for harvestmen. And for pseudoscorpions, yes, you can see segmentation, as you can with scorpions, mites and ticks in general, no. Okay, so those are my first characters. Now I can't actually, that will not come through on the knowledge base yet, because I also need, for every character I have on this taxa worksheet here, I have to have a corresponding row on the characters worksheet. So taxon, scientific and segmentation all need to go on here. So those are the names. Oops, that's in the wrong column. They have to go on the character column there, so let's just pick them up and put them in there. Each character can be grouped. Now we're not going to use groups for now, we'll come on to them later. So now I'm going to put in this sort of this special character in here, and it's just none. Okay, so none for all of them, and that generally means that the characters won't be grouped. Now for the taxon character, this is the one character, if you like, that we have to have, and it has to be called taxon on this taxa worksheet. But in this characters tab, that's all we need to enter. We don't need to enter anything else because it doesn't actually appear. It's the sort of, because it's the main name of the thing, it's kind of, the meaning is implicit and it's everywhere, so it doesn't appear in the keys or anything like that. Scientific, this is the sort of scientific name. These aren't all orders or all class or anything like that. They're different sort of taxonomic ranks. So we're just going to say name rather than specify a taxonomic rank. Scientific name. Segmentation, so as I said, this is really body segmentation. Now label is what the user will see, so I'll say body segmentation. In the next column we can give some help, but we'll come on to that in a bit. Okay, so this is an important column. This says how the visualizations will treat it. As I said, it can be blank for taxon. This segmentation character is one I want the users to be able to use in keys, in sort of key input. So I'm going to call that one key. That will specify to the framework that it's to be used for character input. But this one, it's of no earthly use as an input field for the user, but it's information for them that they might find useful. So the value I'm putting in there is display, and we'll see the difference that makes in the visualizations in a moment. For display characters, we don't need anything in these other columns here, but for key we do. So that we have to say what kind of value this is. So segmentation, I want the user to be able to specify yes or no. So this is text, not rather than numeric. And for text types, well, let's look at the characters B worksheet here. Look, there's lots of text here. Text can be either multiple or single. This is the control type that the user uses to input the characters. And because the segmentation is either yes or no, there's no multiple input. I'm just going to use single here. Okay, and I'm going to leave it at that for now. I'm going to go to my macros tab, say save worksheet as CSV. I'm going to go to the visualization and run it. And what we see here is some problems. So the software is doing some integrity checks and it's telling me things that it thinks are wrong with the knowledge base here. So it says there's no row on the characters worksheet for the character segmentation. And underneath it says there's no column on the taxa worksheet for the characters segmentations. I've made a spelling error. So if I fix the spelling error on the character worksheet, that will fix both of those. There's another one under there, but we'll come back to that. So let's go to the characters tab. So here I said segmentations instead of segmentation. Let's save the worksheet, reload this. So it's taken care of those first two, but I've got one error left and it says I must specify a weight value for segmentation because it is the status value of key. So going back to my worksheet, because this is going to appear in the key, I have to specify a weight. Weight can take a value between 1 and 10. Let's have a look at the characters B for the biscuits. You can see here. For now, I'm just going to specify 10, which is the top weighting. Let's go to macros, save as new worksheet, and then refresh the visualization. And now that it doesn't find any problems and the stuff's come through. So this is my one character that I said the user could specify input for, and it's taken the values from the taxa worksheet here, yes or no. You can see the effect of me changing those. It's a single character input control, so I can't have multiple values, it's one or the other. And if I click on, you remember I put this other value in here. Let's look at the characters. I've got the scientific name, and I said display only, it doesn't appear in the key. So if we look here, it doesn't appear in the key, but if I click on any of the taxa, it's got the scientific name. So in places within the visualizations where you can see display characters, then it appears. We also get in this little display here all the taxonomic characters as well. The difference is the ones that are display only are displayed in without bold type here. The other one's got bold type. Okay, so that's the first step of putting in some characters, and in the next video we'll look at some of the others like the numeric types and so on.